Hey guys, welcome to Feature Junkie. My name's Ed and thank you guys for joining me today. If this is your first time here, well welcome. This is Feature Junkie, where we talk all things movies, TV shows, streaming, all that great stuff. And today we'll be checking out the new movie Breaking, directed by Abi Damaris Corbin, starring John Boyega, Nicole Beharie, Celine Slieva, and Michael Kenneth Williams. Right now, IMDb has this movie rated as a 6.7 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes has this as a 79%, and Metacritic has this as a 66 out of 100. I've got a few things to say about this film, but before I do, if you could leave a like down below, I'd greatly appreciate it. Now let's get into the plot, courtesy of Rotten Tomato. Based on a true story, when Marine veteran Brian Brown Easley is denied support from the Veterans Affairs, financially desperate and running out of options, he takes a bank and several of its employees hostage, setting the stage for a tense confrontation with the police. So as the plot summary said, this film is based off a true story, and immediately you know what type of film you're getting into. The tone is very somber, intense, tragic. It kind of reminds me a lot of the movie American Skin, where in both movies there are mistakes that happen in the system and it causes both men to react in irritable ways, and in the end the results are pretty crushing. I want to preference by saying this: what he did is clearly wrong. The real life person Brian shouldn't have put himself in that situation, especially bringing those other women into the scenario as well. However, and this is a huge however, you can't help but feel for him, and it sickens me to see how our veterans are treated after their time in the service. As a veteran that's been through the VA process, I can tell you that it's a huge hassle, and it's clear through the film that Brian was really going through it. You could even just say that he was just trying to survive, which is the irony throughout the film because he repeatedly states of how he might die today. Also, to find out that the VA was wrong from the beginning is just heart-wrenching. Like, my job as a realtor is to help clients find a home and guide them through the entire process from start to end. And that includes reading each contract thoroughly. And I'd feel terrible if I missed something important because it's my job not to. And it was their job to verify his benefits checks, and I understand things fall through the cracks sometimes. But after going through person after person after person, someone should have seen that paperwork didn't match up, and unfortunately it was too late when they did. John Boyega's portrayal in this movie is also second to none. It's intense, it's electrifying. You don't know when he's going to sympathize with you or snap, and I think the psychological aspects of his acting is what stood out to me the most. Michael Kenneth Williams is a great actor. He does a great job as the negotiator as well. There's a few dialogue scenes where they're negotiating and they're going back and forth, and he just says something or does something so subtle, and it's just like, wow, like that would have had me confess to something I didn't even do. His performance also drew a thought to me that being a negotiator is a really thankless job. I'm also aware that this was Michael Kenneth Williams' last movie, as he did pass away in 2021. He's a well-respected actor in the business, and he's really known for his remarkable work in The Wire. But if this last performance shows you anything, he was great at what he did, and he can make you feel those emotions through that screen. I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want to give my respects to all the other actors as well, as I thought that they were wonderful in this film too. My one gripe that seems to be my favorite gripe on these videos is that the film was a little bit too long. It's a very slow-paced movie. The director wanted it that way, so I definitely get that. However, there's quite a few scenes at the end of the film where it's not really storyline pertinent that easily could have been shortened. Overall, I think this is a film I think really highly of, and I think the scores should actually be even higher. I can relate with the struggles with the VA, so I connected with the film very quickly, but even if I didn't, the story, the performances, the heart-pounding moments, and for all that, that makes it a really easy recommend for me. But I want to hear from you guys what your thoughts are on this film. Leave those thoughts in the comments down below, and if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe, hit that notification icon down below so you know when I'm going live, dropping new content. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining me here today on Feature Junkie.